we don't know what we're going to call ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't know what we want to call our friends. Call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner.
Right.
But I know what we do want to talk about today, though.
Okay.
Some big news.
Yes.
Yes, especially in our world, right?
Yes, in our fun rock and roll world.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully there's some rock and roll fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think even if you're not a rock and roll fan, you will have heard about Ozzy Osbourne passing away.
Yeah.
And so we were all sad about that, but, you know, he did die right after that big charity concert, and raised a lot of money for Parkinson's, hopefully, and everybody was there, and it was so much fun, and then, I don't know how many days after, but...
It was just a couple days.
It was like his life is complete now.
Yeah, it's like he fulfilled his last task, and it was time for him to go.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it felt like. It was almost like the perfect exit stage left.
Right.
For the career entertainer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ozzy passing was I can't say it was a shock.
Right.
Right. I mean, I can't really say it was a shock, but it was unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, and.
Yeah. But when it happened, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
How perfect.
Man.
Right after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
A big show.
I mean, because our heroes are getting up there. You know, the people that we grew up listening to, and I mean, they're getting up there. They started in, you know, they were born in the 40s and 50s. Some of them,
60s.
Yeah, 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Yeah.
I don't know, 40s would make them pretty old.
Yeah, maybe you're talking about.
Oh no, that's not true. Because
Elvis.
Late 40s, you're talking people like Jack Blades from Night Ranger. I mean, he's still singing. You know.
He was born in the 40s.
He's 70. 78, 77? Wouldn't that make him born in the late 40s?
I didn't know there was going to be math on this podcast.
Well, let's see, 40 says 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010, 2020. That'd make him 80. So, all right, so maybe not in the 40s. I almost ran out of fingers.
I know. I felt good that you had to use your fingers. I feel so bad now.
I just didn't want to make too much of a mistake. I almost had to start using my toes. So yeah, I mean, people like Jack Blades who are, you know, they're in their 70s. There's a lot of Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when that man goes, this is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden, just epic stories, and a trained opera singer, speaks multiple languages, has a commercial pilot's license, just an all-round talented man.
Yeah.
And you know, and eventually they've got to leave the planet, you know, and we're starting
that's
to.
What they say.
We all do. Yep, we all do.
But I had found this meme on online. And
talking about Ozzy now.
Yeah, going back to Ozzy, wanted to. It keeps moving on my phone. Okay, here it is. I better say it before it goes away again. It says he carried the archetype of the wild prophet, the one who loses his mind to show others how imprisoned they are by theirs.
He carried the archetype of the mad prophet to show
the one who loses his mind.
The one who loses his mind to show others that how they're imprisoned in theirs. Yes. Is that close enough?
Yes. And that just blew me away. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
Yeah, everybody that, you know, kind of thinks Ozzy was a little crazy, which he was.
He was.
But some of it maybe under the influence of something. But
yeah, I mean, some of it could have been, but the cool thing about it was, though, like Frank Sinatra said, he did it his way.
Yeah.
You know, and he did not care what other people thought.
Yep.
He lived his life for himself. Unlike most of us who don't. I mean, there's a spectrum in there, right? There's but in general, most of us are living for somebody else, or because of what somebody else told us that we were supposed to be doing, right? Society says, you know, you don't do this, or you do that, or you have to have this by this age. So you are actually living someone else's rules, someone else's life, if you don't, you know, if you take that as your own.
Yeah.
Ozzy didn't do that. Not that we ever saw, at least, not from the public eye.
Yeah.
He truly was free.
I mean, a wild prophet.
Yeah.
And to think that had him being that character and everything, he was right on, what if he was right on target with his soul plan? So he was supposed to do that to show us how imprisoned we are in our minds. So amazing. I was saying to Cory, wouldn't that be cool to see him as soon as he crosses over and they're like, great job, you did it exactly like we wanted you to, And I was remembering a story about Sam Kinison, same thing.
Yeah.
When he crossed, they were all clapping and they're like, you did your life exactly how...
Nailed it.
Yeah, you nailed it. And you were supposed to shake people up.
And he did.
I can't remember all the reasons, but...
Sam Kinison, he was the former pastor, preacher.
Right.
Right?
Right, I think he was. Yeah,
he was a
got
preacher.
That voice.
Yes, he was a preacher. And then I remember during one of his shows, he did a clip of him when he was preaching.
Oh, really?
Oh, and he was one of those ones back and forth across the stage, kind of hunched over, the mad hair and microphone. And,
oh, wow.
And then the rest of his skit, the rest of his show, he's like, so people ask me, Sam, you think you could do it again? Do you think you could do it again? Do I think I could do it again? And he just went right into this preaching mode, like he was right back being. It was hilarious. But yeah, to your point, he had a role to fulfill here on the planet, and he did it. Mm-hmm. He really did it.
And sometimes they look crazy, like the crazy train that was Ozzy. But what if it was just perfect?
Yeah.
What if it was perfect?
Yeah, so it was perfect. He did it exactly right.
Yeah, and the lesson is not to judge. Everybody's doing things the way maybe they're supposed to do it, to help all of us. So he was just such an icon, left such a big memory of so many crazy things.
Yeah.
But all fun, and supposedly people who knew him said that he had such a great heart, such a kind person, funny, and all that. So anyway, just wanted to say goodbye to Ozzy since we love rock and roll, so lost a really good one.
Speaking of, you really look like a rocker chick on this. You do. You got that kind of Lita Ford vibe going on with the long hair, kind of frizzy at the ends. And
I wish I could play guitar like her.
Well, you wouldn't be sitting here, that's for sure.
I wouldn't be, yeah.
You and I wouldn't be doing this podcast.
That's true. That's true. Yep.
But anyway, so thank you guys for tuning in, listening. Again, farewell, Ozman. We will see you on the other side, as your song goes. And we'd also like to hear from you guys, our friends, the viewers. What are your thoughts on Oz and what he contributed, or maybe you have different opinions on him? We'd really honestly like to know what your opinions are. Again, Jacqui and I will say this on almost every video. We're not here to change anybody's mind or tell somebody that your opinion's wrong or that you're thinking incorrectly. That's not what we are going to do here. We are only going to give you our opinions, and we do not discriminate against anybody who has various opinions across the entire spectrum. To each their own, and we fully support that and appreciate honesty from people like that.
And we also want questions, so send them in, put them in the comments.
So we'd like to do a show of just answering viewers' questions.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions regarding spirituality, the metaphysical, the quantum world, what else?
Anything you can think
consciousness,
of, we'll try.
DNA activation, off-world beings, healing. That's another good call. That's a really good one.
Healing, yes. And speaking of that, I have a shop here, and it's a Rising Phoenix Metaphysical Shop, and
in Manassas, Virginia.
Yep.
What's the address?
The address is 9028D Prince William Street.
Little plug.
Little plug. But we have the best conversations with people that just walk in. And next thing you know, we're having life-changing dialogue with them. And so we are hoping to interview people who will come on camera and talk about whatever they're, want to talk about, whatever's going on in their life, and just to help share, the ideas with other people, because a lot of times we're all going through the same kind of thing.
Sure.
So we'll see, and Cory had the idea to capture it. We're all about raw and real, real life, stuff. So he had the idea to capture it and then show it to them afterwards and say, hey, we can delete this if you want, but what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you all think? If somebody done that to you and you're in a shop, of course this is not just an average shop, it's not Walmart,
No,
but
it's not. It's privately owned, and it's completely legal to record. You just can't, And besides, we want to be respectful about it, but we're trying to figure out, like, how do you capture that raw, unrehearsed conversation with somebody, and how do you how do you do that respectfully? That's the other thing. How do you do that?
Then of course we would show it to them immediately after, and then whatever they want.
Whatever they want to do with it.
Things out, or
cut things out, or just delete the whole thing, and that's totally fine. But anyway, what do you guys think? Would that be a good path to go down, or are we kind of treading a thin line there? I don't know. And if we're treading a thin line, then that's where we want to be.
Because we're kind of real and raw. That's why we're bringing in the rock and roll too, because it's close to our hearts, and we believe it's high vibe, because as long as you're enjoying it and having fun, and your vibration is raising, you're probably doing something you love, and it's a great thing. So
it's really about your reaction to it anyway.
Exactly. So
yes. So please leave your comments. We'd love to hear from you. And until next time, we don't even have a tagline, do we?
We don't. Till next time.
See ya.